Okay, so that's kind of the finished product. It got everything off of the I guess floor, different places that it was, and it got things up high and organized, and finished up with a bunch of small wares and things on the wall within reaching distance of chefs. Oh, okay, so as you can see, another option is to use a tripod. In this case, I'm using a combination of the tripod and the table to get that line up high on the wall. That's going to be my upper course of shelves right up there. All right, guys, so going to be mounting this bracket here for hanging my wire racks along that, and this is just the upper brace that you use. Helps them from pulling out. There's a little slotted groove, as you can see. That little slotted groove takes the down rods, holds them in there secure. And anyway, so if you mount that bar, as you can see, I'm using a laser level up there to give me that square line where I need to be. And I've gone ahead and drilled my holes. These guys take a little bit when you're using the toggle bolts. They do take a little bit of a hole, unfortunately, but I've never found anything to work as solid and as consistent as a good old toggle bolt. I definitely did not need to do one every single hole. I'm putting 4 throughout the length of this, which will be more than enough because I'm only going to do 4 down rods, pretty much at the exact same spots that these are secured to the wall. So that makes it really nice. So anyway, the little bracket here goes a long ways in helping making sure that they stay against the wall and don't pull out. So anyway, we'll do the rest of it here in a second. So as you know, with toggle bolts, you have to feed everything through and then get it into the wall. So I have that bracket, and I started on that end and did that one, and then this one and this one, all the while never cinching them up. So you have the opportunity to push it in, and you can see that toggle bolt there has to go past the wall hollow part, then it will butterfly out. It has to expand. You have to push it past that wall so that it butterflies out, and then you can expand it and then tighten it. Now to get that tight, you can see there's actually quite a bit of play where this can wind up due to the size of that hole. So you do have to pay attention, which is why, even though I made my marks on there level and all of that, I left my laser on until I get this all cinched up tight, so that at the end, that laser is going to be right there at the bottom, and I can go from one end to the next. It doesn't really matter. Ultimately, you have to pull out or pull the whole bracket out just so you can get some resistance on the toggle that's on the other side, so that it will then not just spin. Thankfully, there is some insulation inside that wall, so it should kind of hold them in place too. But I'm going to keep that laser on until I get that cinched up the way that I wanted it to be. Okay, so with that laser line running right underneath that, I was able to tighten these up and then just make sure that that stayed completely level. And with the 4 toggle bolts that I have in it, you're gonna have a hard time getting that off the wall on accident. So you'd have to try and actually take out those screws or bolts in order to get that off. So we'll go ahead to the downspout or the down rod part of that and get that going. So now I'm using it yet a different way. So now I'm gonna make sure that my support brackets, or this part of the shelving system, goes up straight up and down without any flux there. And using the vertical feature on here, which is just the laser that goes up and down. Now I'm still using it on the tripod just because I can move that around easily. But as you can see, that's going to give me the perfect line just to keep that straight. So anyway, just another application. You saw how I used it to keep the thing parallel and level. Now I'm going to use it to keep things perpendicular. Okay, so you can see that laser gives you both the vertical and that perpendicular line. I've got it back behind me, but it's still showing through here. Got that one up perfect, and so you can see how you can use the laser guide as basically just to help keep everything, the project, nice and square and parallel. So definitely going to do it. So I've got 3 more of these to do, and I'll definitely use the laser as I put my mark here, from here, this was the mark I was trying to hit. So I'll stay on that and then build the rest of the grid here, come back from that. Okay guys, so got the down rods in, the cross brackets, and now I've got the 16-inch shelving bracket in here. And I could break out the laser just to make sure we're level, but I'm confident based on what we've done thus far. But these guys, you can get them in a variety of lengths. These are the 16-inch variety. This is considered a regular duty one, which still will hold really up to like 100 pounds per linear foot. I've got these spread out just a little bigger than 2 feet. Don't plan on putting anything super heavy on top of them, but it should definitely get the job done. So I'll go ahead and get that wire rack and we'll put the top rack on and then work down. Find that it's kind of easier to work from the top down. That way you don't have anything in your way bringing them up or down like that. So, all right guys, so got the wire rack. This is a 16-inch by 96 or 8 feet. You can see one of the crucial steps is to make sure you get that back wire seated in those little grooves that hold it. What that does is that keeps it from sliding forward once you get the bracket already down. So when you pull this down, you're able to pull these forward and snap them right in place. Okay, so once you get it in, you're gonna have a little bit of that 16-inch bracket sticking out just a little bit, but that gives you support clear out here to the end. And then down here, you're gonna have that back rail pulled into that little groove in the back. So you can pull on these here from the front and they're not gonna come off. So anyway, that's the top rack. We'll put this other rack in here. Okay, so I've got the, we're gonna use this little hanger here to do a lot of measuring cups and different things that need to be hung, but you can see you can use that laser once again to keep everything just lined up. And then of course you can always check your work. You can see how perpendicular we are with that. So the laser just goes a long ways to helping you. It's not necessary in a project like this, but it sure is nice. It does make it go quick, and then most importantly, you're just not breaking out a tape measure to do things. You're just putting the line on the wall and going. So anyway, shelves are just about done, already putting them to use. So you can see that's gonna give us tons of storage space along that wall. Total 16 linear feet of shelving just by that little addition there. That will make for a much more comfortable work environment here. All right guys, Geoff here, just gonna give you a lowdown on this little tie rack. So this is designed to hang multiple neckties. We're using it here in the kitchen environment. Gonna be hanging a variety of things, including measuring cups and measuring spoons, but you can see this one is PVC coated, has several offsetting little hangers, including a couple of big ones here. It's got just 2 little loops here to mount. I've used a couple of hollow wall hangers to go in there to secure that to the wall. But you can see how this could work as a variety of things, organizing and hanging things, including, but not limited to, neckties. So anyway, if you're in the market looking for a neat way to provide a little more organization, you can use these things. Okay, so that's kind of the finished product. It got everything off of the I guess floor, different places that it was, and it got things up high and organized, and finished up with a bunch of small wares and things on the wall within reaching distance of chefs. And so anyway, the shelf project aided by the laser level and layout tool that helped get this done. So if you guys like this content, by all means feel free to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll catch you next time on The Lowdown.